Edward's previous shared lives carers were retiring and they were looking for a new home for Edward, and Edward's been with me for 10 years. Gordon arrived in our household on the 16th of October last year. Again, his previous carers were shared lives carers. They'd been there for 24 years and his carers were retiring, and Gordon had been to us for a number of respite visits prior to moving in with us, and he decided this was a house he wanted to live in.
The Shared Lives scheme is run by North Tyneside Council, and it is a scheme where approved and assessed shared lives carers provide a home and family life for a vulnerable adult with an assessed need.
Since 2006 I was registered as a part-time respite carer, and then for the last 10 years I've been providing full-time care to 3 gentlemen. I've had a background in social care all of my working life, and my mum was a shared lives carer, and I was providing respite care for a lady that my mum cared for on a very part-time basis when I was working full-time. And then the scheme heard about me and they encouraged me to apply to take somebody on a full-time basis, and I was introduced to Edward, who I care for now. It makes a massive difference to somebody's life, and you can see it, which is amazing. Seeing them develop new skills, develop confidence, going out to work maybe for the first time in many years, travelling independently after being trained to do so, having control of their own finances for the first time in their lives, being able to buy things that they really want, having holidays and holidays abroad. There's absolutely loads of benefits for the people I care for, definitely. I think it's made a massive difference to both of them. For Edward, particularly for Edward, because he's had quite a troubled past. I think it's given him that sense of belonging that he was craving so badly. Possessions are very important to Edward, so everything that is in his bedroom belongs to Edward, that he's personally bought.
Lots of stuff in.
And I think it's just enhanced our life as well as Edward's, and the fact that Edward's now more confident, he travels independently, he works full time on a voluntary basis. He's just a much happier person and has a really good life. He has holidays abroad on a regular basis, regular nights out, regular activities that we take part in. Plays football on a Monday night, disco on a Friday night. So we're quite a busy household really, and he's very much part of my extended family. I come from a very large family, and all of the people who I share a home with are included in that. They always get presents from everybody at Christmas and birthdays and that kind of thing, which is great. That's how it should be.
I used to live with I lived with Glen Degree for 4 years, Cat for 8 years, and now Jean for 10 years.
I used to live with my carers. We used to live at their monks sitting in Simon. But now with retirement, I had to move out because both retirement. I do these, I watch 7, 8, but some days I like to do my own washing. It's the first time I did that before I actually moved in. It was the first time I did it by myself. That's the football one. That's my old horse riding trophy I got last year. One I got last year, I think. Had me made out before I moved in. Actually, it was a big step before I moved in. Like gradually now, I'm happy with where I am now. I work 4 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Friday.
I do printing, I do printing, redo and cooking.
I do cook the most in this house, this gym, because it was all
You get paid by North Tyneside Council. The rate depends on the level of need for the client, but it's usually about £391 per week. And the benefits from our point of view is that it's enhanced our family life. Our children have grown up with us having somebody in our home that's given them a much more rounded attitude to people with disabilities and being inclusive in the community. And that's a really good life skill to learn, I think, for children. I plan for at least the next 15 years, but Edward, who I care for, wants me to continue till I'm 102, by which time he'll be 95, so I don't think I'll go on that long though.
The aims of the scheme is to promote a person's independence, to give them a sense of belonging, part of a family, be active members of their local community, to be safe and to feel valued. Anybody can become a Shared Lives carer as long as you've got the right values, you're a caring person. You go through an assessment, you go through some training, so you've got all of them skills and knowledge before you begin to support a person.
Find out about it. It's really makes a difference to other people's lives and can enhance yours dramatically. It does change your life, definitely changes your life, but I think for the better. And it's something I wish I'd done years ago. I wish I'd started this when my children were small, because it's brought so many benefits to us as a family.